Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I'm going to be talking about my first experience with laser hair removal. So a couple days ago, I did get my first treatment, or like my first session. So I thought it would be a good idea to let some of you guys know how it went, what the experience was, basically what to expect out of a laser hair removal appointment. Before we get into the video, make sure you guys click that subscribe button. Also give this video a big thumbs up, and let's get into the video. So disclaimer I want to put before I start the video, I want to let you guys know I am in no way, shape, or form an expert on anything that's mentioned in this video. I am just a client or like a customer, a curious person in the realm of laser hair removal. So everything that I say is going to be an opinion. I am no way trying to force people to get laser hair removal. This is just something I've experienced and my opinions. All the opinions are my own, no way affiliated or sponsored by any companies mentioned. The idea of getting laser hair removal came from one of my best friends, Ariana. She's been on my channel before, and basically she was the one who told me about it. I've always been curious about it just because I've seen many celebrities get it done. Ariana suggested that I try it out because I introduced her to waxing, and I've done waxing for about, I'm gonna say like 2 years. So I've always been a fan of waxing. I thought like it's a good idea. I hate shaving. I've been wanting to do it for a couple of years. Even before I did waxing, I wanted to do lasering. I just never knew how much it was. I didn't know what the pain was like. I just thought it was like the most awful feeling in the world, just because, you know, when you hear laser, you're like, that's freaking scary. So I never tried it out, but finally I stopped being a little bitch and got up and did it. I went to SEV Laser. Like I said, if you are familiar with the Kardashians, if you're familiar with the Jenners, if you're familiar with literally any celebrity, a lot of people go there. The service that I got done was Brazilian. If you're not familiar with it, it is basically the lower area, so you're like genitalia, I guess you could say scientifically. But that is the area that I had done. They do both men and women. When you go on their website, there are a list of services that they do. They literally do everything from your face to your entire body, and then they have it split up into men prices and women prices. I believe the men prices unfortunately are a little more expensive just because there's a lot of area to cover. I know for the Brazilian, for women, mine was 50 bucks, and then for men, I think it's like $70. So wow. When you get on the website, you click book now, of course, and before you can even book an appointment, you have to answer, I believe it's like 5 or 6 questions to find out if lasering is okay for your health and, you know, just you as a human. So I know they ask if you're pregnant or breastfeeding. They ask if you've got tanned recently. They ask if you're 18 or over, so you do have to be 18 or over to get laser hair removal from SEV in particular. I don't know what it is if you press no. Maybe they do let you like 16 and over if you have like a guardian or something, but that I don't know. And then they ask if you've been taking antibiotics or iron supplements. So they just ask a lot of health questions to make sure that doing laser is okay for you. After you answer the 6 questions, then you get to pick your service. Obviously I picked Brazilian, and then you book the day that you want. The only problem I had with this whole process was picking a day to get my services done. I booked my appointment like in the beginning of August, and I couldn't even get an appointment until August 22nd, I believe it was. And even then I had to reschedule my appointment just because they were getting maintenance done to like their studio. So I had to reschedule, and then I couldn't reschedule for another 2 weeks. So it was just like a whole elongated process. After you confirm your appointment, one of the things is that you should shave 48 to 24 hours prior to your appointment. That was one of the things I was really confused about, because with waxing, you're not allowed to shave at all, but with lasering, you're supposed to shave. And what my esthetician told me, it just exposes the hair follicles a little better. So another thing you're not supposed to do is like get suntan or like tanning beds, and you're not supposed to like put fragrance or moisture around any area wherever you're getting lasered. And yeah, it's just a long list of things that you should and shouldn't do. On the day of the appointment, I don't know if it's going to be different for people if you decide to book an appointment in the morning, but I had my appointment at 5:55, so they texted me early in the morning letting me know to confirm my appointment, and of course I confirmed it. And then they also give you a list of instructions of like how to get there, directions, and then they tell you that somebody is going to FaceTime you. That was another thing I was a little confused about. I'm like, why would somebody FaceTime me before my appointment? Because it's so different from waxing, but again, part of the protocol. One of the doctors there FaceTimed me and just asked the same questions that you already answered. Like, also when you book your appointment, in the email you have forms that you need to complete. I believe it's like 10 forms that you have to complete. So basically she asks you the same questions that are in the forms, and it's just, you know, again, protocol, precautions, just to make sure that the lasering is going to be okay for you and your body. The FaceTime call is literally less than 2 minutes. My FaceTime call, I think, was about, let me check. My FaceTime call was actually only 52 seconds. So like I said, it's really quick, really short and sweet. Then you get to your appointment. Like I mentioned, I went to the one in Hermosa Beach. It was so beautiful. It was 5:55, so the sun was setting. It was really gorgeous. So I walked into the building and they had a big SEV logo on the door, and I walked in and they have an iPad where I logged in and basically just put my phone number, confirmed that I was there, and I was in the waiting area waiting for my name to be called. I really like the aesthetic of SEV just because it's really simplistic, but it's really elegant. If you're familiar with the Kardashians, which again, I think everybody is, it looks very similar to Kris Jenner's house, with the flooring being black and white tile, and then just everything being so elegant and modern. And then of course the most famous thing that people know from SEV is the neon laser light that says SEV. So I waited for about, I would say, like 5 to 6 minutes for my name to be called, and they only have 2 rooms at that particular SEV. And the esthetician that helped me was so sweet and so funny. She made me laugh. I was telling jokes and she wasn't one of those people that like just don't laugh or like look at you like you're crazy or like give you that pity laugh. She actually laughed at my jokes, which made me feel a lot more comfortable. And she also was telling me that when I walked in I looked really nervous, and of course, like, I'm about to get lasered like down there, so of course I was nervous, but she just made it really like lighthearted. And then I got on the little table that they had set up. It was kind of like I was at the doctor's office, so I just sat there and basically she marked the area that she was going to be lasering, and she let me know what the 2 machines were that she had. So one of the machines is basically the laser machine that has the connection for the laser and also the controls for the laser. And this part is what saved me. There's a fan connected to the laser. Literally, it's one of those industrial ass fans. It's like the ones, like, I don't know how to describe it, but like, I'll try to insert a picture here of like what I'm thinking about. That's what it looked like. Obviously it didn't have that like tube. That literally just lifted everything. I totally forgot about that. Ariana did tell me about that, but I don't know, I like totally forgot about it. I was just worried about the laser. Then we proceed to get to the lasering, and at this time I had the setting to 9. Another good thing is that you can change the settings on the laser if it's like too hot or if it's like too much light for you. You can change the settings. So she did a test run and she did one and it was okay. Like literally I was like, wait, did you actually do it? And like for me, the only way I knew that she lasered me was because the sound that it makes. And I was like, what the heck? It literally felt like nothing at all, because the fan was so like hard blowing that I couldn't feel anything, which was... She continued to laser the areas that she marked, and then some parts were a little like, whoa, like you could still feel it. So she did turn it down a little bit. Changing it to 8 was a breeze, and then she did turn up the fan for me, which was really nice. I didn't ask her to, but it was really cool. So then she continued to finish, and literally the appointment was 5 minutes. I'm not exaggerating. 5 minutes. It was really quick, and I used to think waxing was quick, but with waxing it's like 10 to 15 minutes, but this was like quick, like 5 minutes and she was done. Even in the email it will say approximately 5 minutes, but you know, you always think that they're exaggerating, or like usually with appointments it's never the time that's stated. So I was really just like in shock that it was that quick. Yeah, it's not unbearable. It's very, very tolerable. You can get through it, trust me. I feel like tattoos hurt way worse. After she was done lasering, she let me know that I had to come back in a month, and then she also told me that I couldn't exercise for 24 hours, so no hot showers or exercise for 24 hours, and then no shaving for a week. Shaving is okay when you get lasered. That's one of the things that they recommend. The results of the appointment, of course, I'm not gonna have the killer results that everybody has, or you know, I'm not gonna have like life-changing results. It was my first laser appointment, but even with my first session, I have a little bit of results. Like I can tell that like some of the hair follicles have been removed. So like I said, my first session, 5 minutes long, and I already have a little bit of results. Again, not the best results, but it was my first time. All in all, I definitely recommend lasering. If you've never tried it before, if you do waxing or if you shave, I would highly recommend trying it out. You know, it's very cheap. It's 50 bucks. For my waxes, they were 43 bucks, so it's just $7 more. If you guys have any further questions, go ahead and leave them in the comments below. I'll happily answer them to the best of my ability. If you're looking to do lasering, SEV is what I recommend. I'll leave their link below. Make sure you guys give this video a big thumbs up. If you have tried lasering before, comment below your experience and give it a thumbs up. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. I make videos every Tuesday. Also, follow me on all my social medias. They'll all be listed below, and they'll also be listed on the screen. Check out my video from last week where I tried the new mac and cheese from Chick-fil-A. 10 out of 10 recommend. Spoiler alert. If you guys would like a video about my waxing experience, or like anything like with the wax part of like my life that I did, go ahead and leave a comment below. I'll happily do a video about waxing. And until next time, I will see you guys on Tuesday.